What's going on? Welcome back. Good morning. We are just going to hop right in here. It's just a normal single candle run. Just going to kind of let it rock. I wanted to talk about a couple things today. I was on the Discord yesterday and somebody had submitted a bug that wasn't actually a bug, but it was definitely a fun interaction with that person because kind of gave us the opportunity to talk about some game mechanics, which was a lot of fun. So let me make this decision first. Anyways, the question was, why do I have a negative attack stat, but I'm still doing damage to creatures? Which is totally fair, because it really makes no sense, like, when you're looking at it. If I have -2 attack, why would I hurt anything? I shouldn't be able to hurt anything by normal attacks. I should have to use indirect damage. So, if you look at an enemy, this enemy has 0 attack, so our defense would cancel out if he did have anything less than, or 4 or less. But he has 1 piercing damage, and that is a stat that is not shown for our dungeon guy, but as far as what the game can tell us, we actually do have 1 piercing, but it only applies when we don't have any attack. So like here, it's 6, I do 6 damage because he has 1 defense and I have 7 attack, right? But if I don't have any attack, then that piercing damage activates and we get 1 damage on attack. Just because. And I mean, in my brain, it's basically just there so that you can't like soft lock yourself into a game, which I think is fair. Like, it's only 1 attack. It's not like you're getting, you know, crazy stats, but it's also kind of interesting. Okay, we're gonna mix that up. It's also kind of an interesting, like, thought. Maybe in the future there could be instances where we can actually build some piercing damage, which would kind of be cool. What? What room are we on? Oh my god, we already got a gold? What? And we got incredible golds. Holy crap. Reveals all cards gain 1/3 extra attack or multi-strike. Wow. Okay, we're definitely going the Crow. I haven't used the Crow since coming back. And now we want some speed. We want to attack first every time. We're building big attack this game. But anyways, it kind of gives the opportunity to maybe build some piercing damage for the future. Especially, you know, if new boss mobs enter the game, and or maybe creatures that, you know, just interact with us in a little bit different ways than what we currently have in the game. But yeah, it was just a fun conversation to have. Made me think a little bit. Had to explain myself properly so that the concept would come across as anything but nonsense. Sure. Grab one of these bad boys. Use that right away. I don't want halberd. I like hatchet or axe or whatever it's called better. Axe, yeah. But this is also another nice showcase of the benefit of being able to see all cards. So, ooh, that's kind of good. But we have so much. We should hang on to this little bit of clarity we got for now, because that could give us a lot of souls. But being able to see all cards really gives you a nice game plan, right? Like, usually I might chase after the Scrounger because I can't tell what this door is. But now that I know he has to go all the way over here, I can play this room however I want. And realistically, going over to the left is much more safe for me. So now I don't have to make a bad decision based on information that I don't have, but I can make a good decision based on information I do have. I'll take a little damage there, but that's fine. Wait a minute. Did we not get poisoned? Do we have something that resists poison right now? No, I just don't know why he didn't poison us. You probably saw if you're watching, but... we'll go defense there. We should be able to just about one-shot everything in this run for a while. Okay, we lost a bunch of HP there. Not a big deal. We're actually going to take Wishful here, because we can drop our coin in there, our relic. And, I mean, the chances of us actually befriending frogs is kind of low, so I'll take the free 5 clarity. Ooh. So, like, in this scenario, I can see he's getting close, so I want to go immediately to kill him. Great. Already at 19 attack and we're on room 5. That's crazy. Okay. Let us attack. There we go. We have no chugging mess, so I'm not leaving this behind. I know I do that on a regular basis. And as I say, there's usually not a lot of frogs for us to use that stupid thing on. We get a companion's room. How many opportunities do we miss out on? We get 1 HP per one that we befriend. So there's 1 HP, 2 HP, 3 HP. Well, that feels bad, but not a big deal. We should be fine. We should be fine. We're not worried about HP. We're worried about attack. All of these will chain explode, which is fantastic. Got a drifter coming our way, which isn't really a big deal. Here we actually want speed. And let's banish him to the back quick. See what this is. We'll go for a defense here. Now this should look a little bit better. Way better. Ugh. This is a toss-up for who attacks first. He attacked first that time. Not a huge deal, but not the greatest. Shrine of Neglect. That's not really gonna... Oh wait, no. Shrine of Neglect is the one I like, I think. I'm gonna pick up a blue here, since we don't have many items yet. We get +5 speed off of this. That's kind of nice. I think we'll take that. 19 speed feels good, for sure. Okay, what do we lose? Speed, attack. Yeah, Bloodstone. Nice. Okay, so we essentially just lose all of our speed. Bloodstone's great. You should always pick it up if you can. I don't want to sacrifice that speed. We need to get into some of these higher tier items so that we can get the attack stat rolling. So like this guy. No. Oh. Let's do it. Okay. Do we attack first? Yeah. Okay, now we got 2 HP. Worst comes to worst here, we have a reprieve, so we can... Oh man, we can't attack him either. I think we just take the L on these souls and everything that's back here. We go into the reprieve and get that health back. Because we're going to get 5 attack from this anyways. And we're going to full heal, which feels good. After 3 dungeons. Okay, so that should have been 1 dungeon exit from the one we left. 1 dungeon exit for that. Or for the owl room. Okay. I can't tell if that's 1 left or 1... No, this is just 1 charge. So, one of those exits must not have counted. For reasons unknown. Okay, we know we can keep moving away because this guy's just gonna continuously chase. He's chasing us, and that's a clear room. Nice. We'll go defense there. We'll grab the ensnare, why not? We'll heal up. We don't have the chugging mask. Grab this purple, see what we get. Man, we got a lot of potential clarity rolling here. Ooh, gain knockback for the next turn after passing. That could be nice. Or just get a bunch of defense. I think we're gonna go for this. A quick approach, I forget that. Reckless should be Loombirds. I forget what a quick approach is. Oh, I think these are the guys that dash at us. Yep. I don't really want to move the. Okay, so this is a really strong. This is kind of cool to a cool thing to look at here. These guys kind of have a strong position here because, and by the way, I ensnared because of this guy. Because they're next to each other now. So if I move over and I attack, if this guy wasn't ensnared, he would be able to hit me while I attack this guy. But now he can't. So getting them, pushing them next to each other definitely isn't the greatest idea. Oh, look at that attack. Let's go. Let's just full send on the attack stat. One shot everything. Okay, so... Ooh, alright. Very nice. And I want to pay attention to this game. So this card says knockback after passing, which I think it means we could pass anything. It would be, see, it just glowed up there. So I want to pay attention to this item because the first time I used this item a couple of videos ago, it felt like it wasn't proccing properly. But we'll see. We'll see what happens this game. Okay, so let's pass. It activated. Pass again. Attack. It's still working. Pass. It activated. All right. Maybe it was an interaction with an enemy that moves or something, so I didn't get the knockback effect. But basically gives you explosive immunity. Pseudo explosive immunity. I think I'm gonna take Parrying Shield. That's pretty solid. The only other purple I really want right now would be the legs, that the kilt. Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna be bloated this game for sure. I kind of like full heal over. We're gonna save for gold. I kind of like full heal over Bear Trap, but I don't know. Maybe we take Dark for Days. We haven't done that on the channel yet, and we're in the position to do so. So we're on depth 9. If we take Dark for Days, it's gonna send us deeper into the dungeon. So now we're on level 12, and the thing to note about this is that alright, he's gonna eat that bead, so I should just move this way. Yeah, that's it. Alright. And then we're gonna freeze this front card. Sorry, I'm just thinking through my moves here. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh, Dark for Days. Yeah, you gotta be kind of careful when you're thinking about picking up Dark for Days, because it really takes away a lot of your momentum that you may have. Like, in this case, we have really, really high stats. Excuse me, so we're not worried about too much, but if you're like, if you're feeling like even with the dungeon, right? Or you feel like you're doing pretty well, but you're just kind of like making it by, you might want to reconsider picking that up, because it's not always a benefit. It takes a while less. It can really put you in a sticky spot where all of a sudden you were kind of ahead and now you're Now you're feeling real behind. Go ahead and take this guy out. Alright. And what do we got? Mind Flay. Mind Flay feels good. But I want more attack, man. I want more attack. We still got white items. We still got empty slots. Oh, yeah. We only gain 3 stats of attack off of picking this up, but we get 4 because of our crow. So we're definitely going to pick that up. Screamer's also just a lot of fun. Sneaky's not bad either. I don't know if it... I think they should reduce the health and make it blue, but maybe that's also me not fully utilizing it. Sure. We can at this point in the run, we can kind of start to look away from speed if we want to think about taking the light route. I'm just gonna pull him closer one step. The reason I froze him there was because I wanted to get an attack off without getting hit by the poison, and because of our Soul Hourglass, I knew if I did have the opportunity to kill him, I could do damage to the other Plague Bearer that was in the background, which... We're going to grab health there. Which just would have given us a little more HP to work with for right now, so... take this, and that's it. No reason for us to take the other potions. We can't afford the 160 and Transcendence. We're gonna do a Transcendence in the near future here, a Transcendence run, but now it's just, I'm not feeling it right now, not yet. Scrounger's going over here, so I do want to chase him down, but I also want to pick up this explosive. And now we have to boost over to him because he is moving fast. We got 30% crit right now, which feels kind of good too. Push that back in front of him, make him explode. Alright, and we also have a gold chest in here, so we can check out what's in there. Soul Hourglass, OP as always. Alright. Take some more clarity. What is that, Wishful? We don't even have something there. Maybe that's what we pick up in this guy. All 3 of these rooms are kind of useless. Knock back the next creature on pass. So in my opinion, I was thinking about this item the other day. This is just a better form of... this is just a better version, to me, of Polearm. It doesn't give the best offensive stats, but knocking back the next creature on pass is something I'd prefer way more than attacking the next creature on pass. But that's really just me and kind of how I play, so I may be wrong. We're gonna pick this up. We get 4 attack from it. Easy pickup. And now we just go companions, I guess. We could have gotten a stat from Reprieve, but I'm not too worried about it. Whoops. Oh boy. Oh, no. Alright. Kicked over my heater. It's getting chilly. I didn't want to talk. No, I really don't want to talk. Thank you. Alright. It's done. Yep. Fur coat. I don't want fur coat over what I got. But maybe we'll just stack it. There we go. 23 souls. That's worth it. So we can use these guys now. Since we have Phase Friend, we can use these guys to teleport throughout the dungeon. It's going to send us to the next closest one, so I can only see that one. Oh, there's the other one. Let's do it. It's actually a really good card. It can really help you get out of sticky situations. Boop. And we'll just let him explode. And since it spawns the new creatures, it means you're not missing out on enemies that you otherwise would have been able to attack. Because it's spawning them in, so it's not... Actually, I just realized that we have splash damage, which is going to be really bad for the dark, or for the light side, but maybe I'll showcase that. Why splash damage can make the light tunnel troublesome. So we can actually get some souls for these guys. So like in this situation, we'll pick up attack, 43 attack, let's go. We'll pick up this just to get these guys close to each other, and then we can kill them. We'll grab this guy, and then pick up the key, and use the key here. Okay, gain 1/3 extra defense. Not bad, but I don't think I really want it. Skip undamaged creatures on attack. I might just pick it up for the stats, because like skip undamaged creatures on attack. I don't really know how this works. I haven't used it yet, so maybe we'll figure that out. Be skip undamaged creatures on attack. So that means it's going to send us all the way around? Oh no, it would just send us across the next one. Okay. So like, actually you can negate this with Screamer, because every time you attack, the next creature is going to be damaged. So that's actually kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool. I'm sort of down with this item. If I have Screamer. If I have Screamer, just because I like to be able to dictate my own movement. Interesting. So if you also have Screamer and you have this necklace, if you knock back the enemy... Wow, that's weird. Okay, so let me break this down real fast since the video is not taking that long so far. If you have Screamer and you have knockback, in that situation, we froze the first explosive enemy, which we didn't even have to do. So actually, I won't even talk about that. But the knockback would make it so that if I attack the first explosive enemy, it pushes him back and it doesn't explode. Right? So that's explosive immunity. Now, normally, if you push that enemy back and it pushes forward another explosive enemy, you're going to take that enemy's damage if he dies. However, we froze the first enemy before pushing him back, so he didn't explode. But Screamer killed the explosive enemy that was back here, but the knockback took priority over killing that second explosive enemy first. So the frozen one got pushed back, the second one was already dead, that got pushed forward, and then it exploded. Definitely a little weird. I was kind of hoping we would get the item that allows us to spend all of our souls and get primary stats for it, but it's whatever. Destroy an equipped item and gain its primary stats at soul cost. I guess we could do sneaky. It's really the only item that's like worth giving the passive up on, or Phase Friend. But Phase Friend could actually be good. Unless, actually, alright, we'll do a little bit of science here. Unless Phase Friends can be powered up by the one boss that like enhances enemies in the dungeon. Because if he enhances them enough, they become aggressive. So I wonder if they'll actually become aggressive or if they're truly friends. So in this room, we'll kind of go through this real fast. In this room, I like to just like straight up rush down this boss. because if you're like in a sticky spot, I can just leave now. I don't have to mess with this stuff. I can just get out. In this case, we're gonna go ahead and finish the room. And also, like I was saying before, speed is kind of irrelevant in this room. Irrelevant for us to have, at least. Like, it doesn't benefit you too much to have a ton of speed. Just because everything in here is so friggin' fast. Alright, also scroungers cannot escape this room, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll take explosive, why not? We'll take defense. 30 defense sounds good. So yeah, just kill that boss as soon as possible, and you won't have too many issues. This boss is probably one of the hardest out of all the bosses, and for two reasons. One, he or she can buff up the other enemies in the room, and two amalgams start in this room, and it's full of enemies. So, your goal should be 3 amalgams start. Your goal should be to kill those amalgams ASAP, which we did there. And now you want to clear all of the enemies from this room before hitting the boss to guarantee that you don't beef anything up too bad. Okay. So he's gaining stats as we kill enemies, but we'd prefer that to beefing up the enemies. He's getting speed, health, and attack, which means his defense will still be low, which is important to note. Oh my gosh. Just so many stats. So like in this position here, I'm actually gonna grab this final form. I'm gonna grab all these stats. And then this doesn't really do anything for us, but now he can attack. He's got real high attack, which we pretty much fully negate, and he's got really high speed, so he's always gonna attack first. But we don't really mind. Oh. There we go. Easy peasy. Not a big deal. Now we can heal up and leave. So yeah, just try and clear everything in the room first. Really focus down those amalgams, because they can turn into some of the strongest enemies in the game. Right. Let's see what we got now. Discipline. So this guy starts with high stats, and as you attack him, they decrease. So the whole gimmick to this room is you need to have high enough stats to deal with him for the first couple hits, and then you're golden. You really don't have to worry about anything after that. Also, Weaken is a great spell to pick up for this guy. We're critting for over 100 right now on some of these enemies. So many stats, holy cow. I don't want to teleport right now. As far as attacking him before attacking the other monsters, I don't think it really matters. I think you can pretty much choose what order you prefer to attack the bosses and the creatures in this map. But as you can see there, we had plenty of stats to deal with him, so we just attacked him a few times. The Prot Shred, excuse me, sorry, let us hit him really hard, really early. So pretty simple there. Calm. This room is basically pointless. Like, there's nothing special about this room except for the fact that it starts everything frozen. and he'll unfreeze them one at a time. Or if you hit them with splash damage, which is, again, why splash damage is not the stat you're typically looking for this side of the dungeon. And it's mostly just because of the one boss that, actually there's two reasons. It's because of the boss that, beefs up the enemies if you attack them early, but it's also because of this last boss we're about to pull up on. 57 attack, that feels good. Can we get anything out of this? Nah. Plague is kind of nice. But I don't really think it matters. Alright, let's go. So this is the final boss, Vision. And this is also why splash damage is not very good. So he's over here. I think that one looks like a she to me. She's over there. And the whole idea is if you hit her early, she will cause you to not be able to see other cards. So you want to go ahead and not do that. You want to clear everything else in the room first, because she too can make enemies aggressive, if I remember correctly. So you don't want a Spineback to become aggressive, go into that form, and then one-shot yourself. Also, something to keep in mind is she does move. So, you know, if you got something like a Screamer, you really need to pay attention to what's going on. But we're just about done here. We've almost killed all the enemies in this room. And see, now we can attack because we know what this is, and we know he's not going into his Spineback form until next turn. But I guess it doesn't matter. She got hit twice, so she made 2 of those cards disappear, and now we'll never be able to see what they are. We can only pick them up. You can look at your health and tell if it's a potion or not, but that will be it. So yeah, quickie. That was a quick one. Hopefully informative. Maybe you learned something you didn't know about the game. If you didn't, thanks for joining us. But that was pretty simple. Kind of showcased an item I haven't picked up in forever, which is the Crow. We got that like super early. And basically I just wanted to build as much attack as I could because that was fun. But we know there's some weird interactions with Icy Touch, Momentum, and Screamer, so definitely keep that in mind. And if you are going the light route, I recommend not going splash damage of any kind. But you know what? To each their own. It worked out that time. So if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we will catch you in the next one.